like to open us with prayer?
Heavenly Father, we again humbly bow, asking for your guidance and direction in the business of this council meeting. We continue to seek the knowledge necessary to make the best decisions for our community. Show us the way that will grow and prosper the city, that each goal reached will be building our city as a place that draws visitors because of our uniqueness. May we always guard our Lincoln heritage legend. You have blessed us with such a great asset. The responsibility of protecting and promoting Mr. Lincoln's hometown is awesome. What a privilege we each are given, and I am personally grateful for this opportunity. This is a great way for everyone who has a service position to work. Hopefully history will report we served well. These things we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. We'll have the pledge next. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll call this May 11th, 2026 City Council meeting to order. Have a roll call, please.
Tony? Rita?
Here.
Larry is absent. Lisa? Here. Ron?
Here.
Steve?
Here.
Okay.
All right. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the April 13th, 2026 meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion we approve. I'm not sure what to do. Larry's not here.
Second it, let's go
Well,
on.
we're just going to assume everything is spelled right.
I second the motion.
Okay, any questions or comments about the meeting minutes? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is approval of the March 2026 financial statements.
We also have the April ones too.
I have a question on the March.
Okay. Show me.
Yeah, if I can find it again.
I've already asked all my dumb questions on March 9th. Beth's already taken care of it. I'll wait for everybody else, whatever they want to do.
On the transient room, what is this negative 46,000?
Restaurant tax.
It's where you made the payment
It's where I
from,
paid from the
from
account
that account.
to the total for the accounts down here.
Right.
So for the restaurant fund is where we collected and then I made the payment from the account to the tourism commission.
And that's for 1 month?
Yes.
Okay.
Rita, did you have something?
Beth's already answered all my questions. I
Okay.
came a few minutes early. She was good enough to help. Thank you.
Okay, any other,
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
any other questions or comments about the March financial statement? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, is this the complete,
Yeah, that's everything for April.
everything she sent you?
Yep.
Okay, it's not on the agenda, but,
We're behind.
pardon me,
I said we're behind.
yeah. You've got the April financial statements. Are there any questions about that?
I'll make a motion to approve. I second the motion.
All right, any questions, comments about the April? All
get a chance to look at them a little bit, Rita, by April?
I just thought somebody else ought to be approving besides me. That's
Yeah.
a group of 6. I didn't want to, I felt like I was taking advantage. Sorry about that. I play with the numbers a lot. But anyway.
No, we appreciate you looking at the numbers.
So any questions, comments? All those favor of the April financial statements, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is police department report, but,
Terry just walked in the door.
okay, good.
Perfect.
James is actually in Washington DC with the cadets, so Terry is here to give a report.
Well, good evening again. Police department took 333 calls for service. There was 66 citation issues with 113 charges. There was 26 number of arrests. We opened 27 case reports. Police personnel, we now have, still have the 8 road units, with the 1 clerk, 2 SROs, we still have the part-time position. We are currently accepting applications for the last spot on the police department through July the 1st for either a recruit officer or a lateral officer. There's been a lot of training going on in the last month. Sergeant Howard is now certified as a vehicle operations instructor, and HPD is conducting the first house driving training in history. So he is now an instructor that can actually give those courses. Sergeant Howard and Officer Grant attended a 40-hour in-service with Kentucky State Police for interview techniques. Police clerk Melissa Thompson attended training through the Department of Criminal Justice, as well as IPTM for evidence technician to assist us in the evidence room. Recruit Officer Mitchell just actually finished last Friday with his 4 weeks online. This Sunday, he'll move to Richmond for 18 weeks. So he goes up on the 17th, Sunday. We also have Recruit Officer Minor will graduate June the 11th. So he's about finished. He's about done. Let's see, also have the Citizen Police Academy's class is scheduled from July the 6th to August the 17th, Mondays from 6 to 8. Hopefully having the meetings downstairs here at City Hall. I want to encourage everyone that's not taking that, especially you guys on the council, to apply for that class. Where you can see why we do what we do, why it has to do the ways that we have to do. When you may get the phone calls or the keyboard warriors sending you text messages or whatever you may get, you may be able to help them out saying, well, I take that class every night, and this is what happens. This is why they've done this. So I want to encourage all you guys to sign up for that if you would. I know Larry has took it.
And that's open to the public,
Yes.
correct?
That is.
I want to make sure that everybody understands that everybody's invited to that
Yes,
class.
everybody's.
So if you will, give those dates one more time, please,
Those dates is July the 6th through August the 17th.
on Mondays.
On Mondays from 6 to 8. It's seven meetings is what it is. And you'll be put through pretty much everything we put through. I wish Larry was here. Larry could tell you, it's a lot of hands-on stuff you get to do. You get to go through, we've done taser stuff with them. We can go over to the simulator and shoot simulators and stuff at E-Town and put you in predicaments and the situations that we see on a daily basis and see how you react to that. And it can show you, it changes the scenario every time, so it's always not the same scenario.
Right.
So it's a really good training ability. Of course, and like Mary just said, James and 9 cadets left Friday night for DC. They will be returning sometime late Thursday night, midnight maybe, or somewhere in that area. So, but other than that, any other questions?
Anyone?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks, Terry. Next item on the agenda is fire department report.
The month of April, the fire department had 7 calls for service. Had an oven fire, a microwave fire, a brush fire, an odor in the apartment, a motor vehicle accident, an activated car alarm, and a smoke screen. And none of that actually managed anything, so it's pretty quiet now.
Any questions for Chuck?
No elevator this month?
No elevator this month.
Good, Chuck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chuck. Next item is the maintenance department report. Ed?
We did get the structure down there at the corner of Churchill and South Lincoln Boulevard.
Looks much better.
We got the new water line out off of, it was out on Overson Heights, drawing a blank, Rose Road. So there's two customers there, we had issues, that water line, we got it replaced and put back in service for those two customers. We did get all of our tiles underneath the road over here behind Circle K taken and completed. We're waiting for the rain to help settle the gravel and everything in those ditches in the road so we can get those blacktop back. We can't, with blacktopping right now, they're gonna settle and it's gonna be a headache.
I assured the ladies when I talked with them that that's what it was gonna be. Give it a little while.
I don't know if we're still in the drought, but we were in a severe drought already this year. Are we still in it? Still.
Be a waterway, Ed,
Do
down,
what?
it'll be a waterway down from the tile
Yeah,
where you dug out.
yeah,
You're just gonna grass that?
yes, it'll be grass. But like I said, some of
That's
that-
what I told the ladies. I hoped I wasn't lying, but I assumed that's what we were doing.
I think that's it. I know I've been working with the state, before I forget, on the way up here, they were down marking gas or something, or electric or something down here at the bridge. So
Yeah,
it looks
see,
like they're
there's a lot of
getting ready
yellow.
to get started on this bridge project. They said April, November, it's gonna hit, it's gonna mess us up on Lincoln Days, I'm afraid, but we want everybody to know the county nor the city has anything to do with that. It's 100% on the state. Any questions, comments, concerns?
What about the valve under the waterfall? What happened with that? Did you-
Last spring, when we had those unprecedented
Yeah.
floods, there was tree and
Yeah.
debris coming out through there. It broke one of those three valves that's back there underneath the water. We've got it stopped from leaking right now, but that's it. We're working with engineers and still working, I believe, with FEMA to try to get funding for
So
that,
we can get it fixed?
so
Yeah.
we can get it fixed, yes.
Okay. I just was concerned that we talked about it, but
Anyone else? Okay, thanks, Ed. Next item on the agenda is Tourism Commission report.
Good evening.
Hello?
Well, we've been busy. Lots of activities, y'all. I'm gonna start with April the 16th with our Trail Town Committee that met that evening for the purpose of selecting a logo. This has been created from input that was based on ideas submitted from all of the volunteers that work with that group, plus the Knob Creek Conservancy and the city. This is just a one-color version. Can you see that, Steve?
Yeah.
Brian?
I like it. Pretty.
We're very concerned that the word community was in there because it does affect our entire community. And I'll give some praise to Rob Thurman, who was able to take all of those ideas and come up with this that suited everybody. Our BioBlitz, even though the weather was not real cooperative, it was considered a great success. There are still people contributing to the database for that event. We had people from Louisville and here, there, and yon that did come, some who worked as instructors and speakers, and others that were just participating. That event was also very well covered by the Kentucky Department of Tourism. It was one of the first of its kind in the state, and so they were really good about picking up on it. If you would, you could mark your calendars for June the 6th. That's a Saturday. There will be an event during National Trails Day. That is June the 6th. It will feature a hike from Pierman Forest to McDougal Lake. There will be shuttles available to assist people, and even if you're not able to hike, that's okay. Come out and watch. Visit the people that are there, see what they're doing. We're continuing to update our Visit Hodgenville.com website. We've added some new businesses and also some new activities that are on there. We're finding also that state tourism is featuring us pretty regularly, especially our friends at Hayes, who are appearing about every 2 weeks in their Friday afternoon Here's What to Do in Kentucky series. And they're also covering all of our Trail Town events. On April 18th and 19th, Marilyn Jones, she was mentioned to you, I think, last meeting that you had. She's a travel writer from Texas. She spent the weekend here. Her immediate posts on Facebook have been well-liked and have grown pretty substantially in numbers. Her actual articles for the newspapers and magazines she writes for have not yet come out. On April 23rd, at its regular meeting, the commission approved a grant to the city to assist with the 4th of July events. We have also gotten the 4th of July listed on the National America 250 events. So there's a little pin there for Hodgenville. We did a podcast. There's a group called Road Trippies. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not. It was, the podcast was produced at the museum community room. Seth Wheat from Kentucky Department of Parks and Rochelle Wright, who is with KentuckyContent.com. They filmed and did all of that at the museum. We also have a number of social media posts that we've got out that are promoting Kentucky Living is Best in Kentucky. Please, if you would, jump on there, vote for our local businesses. You can vote every day until the end of May. For Tourism Week, I don't know if any of you saw it or not, we had a pretty strong campaign for Tourism Week here. We recognized our international as well as our national visitors, the domestic visitors, including some of the bicyclists that were doing US 76 from coast to coast. I think the mayor even got to help one of those fellows find a spot, didn't you? We also want to offer our thanks and our congratulations to the Daughters of the American Revolution. They conducted the ceremony this past Saturday for planting of the Liberty Tree. This is a statewide program. They did a marvelous job. It was beautiful. Very historic moment, and we have promoted that as part of our America 250 programs as well. So that's for this month. Any questions, comments?
Are we any closer to talking about hiring somebody?
We're getting close. Yes, sir.
And the Visit Hodgenville that we keep referring to, which I think is great, I think we need to be careful, because when you go to that page, it's the museum's email address and phone number.
It is.
So,
We have no one else right now.
I understand that.
to answer.
I just think we need to be very careful how we intertwine those two. They're two different things.
The museum and the website?
The museum and the tourism committee.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Though we had to have a phone number that answers.
I understand.
And an email that answers people
Mhm.
right away, not 2 weeks later.
I just want to bring that up so that we can make sure that we get those things separated and,
They're totally separate. You don't have to worry about that.
okay.
Except the museum is an attraction. I can't take that out of the website.
Well, no, the
Sorry.
museum's an attraction, but they're two separate groups of,
Two separate entities.
yes, two separate
Yes,
entities.
absolutely.
And when
So
we
you're
get them
saying once you
intertwined,
get somebody hired, then that will change? There'll be a permanent phone number and so forth? Yeah, makes sense.
When we have an office with
Yeah.
a dedicated person like care of it.
Makes sense.
One of the cyclists that you were talking about came through last fall, was heading to California, and he broke down and Rick Green and anyway, helped him get his tire fixed and all this stuff. Well, last week, Rick got a postcard from him. He completed his trip to California and he's back in the Netherlands. So it's kind of neat. Oh, Beth's got the card. He had a card made and it's got his picture on there. And he actually got a tattoo while he was in Hodgenville, a tattoo of a penny. So, but if anybody wants to look at it, this is the guy.
He was from Rick said he was from the Netherlands.
Yeah. So it's kind of neat. And the guy that I helped the other day is from Australia. And I asked him if I gave him my phone number, and I asked him when he was going from west to east, if he would let us know when he got to the end of his trip. So,
That's cool. Meeting all those people.
yeah, you got to admire somebody that can just take off across the country. Okay, the next item on the agenda is Eagle Lane. I know you all, this is the road that goes into the school and will go into Tractor Supply. I'm going to let Josh explain to you where we're at on accepting that into the city. So he can.
So I've had conversations with the attorney for Tractor Supply and the developer as well. My understanding is they've substantially reached an agreement in their lawsuit with the school board on that. And so there's been a request from the Carl Howe estate, who's selling the property, that the city accept that piece of property that comprises Eagle Lane, which was an easement, as a public road. And in my discussions with the attorney for Tractor Supply, they're anticipating they would like to do an actual deed that deeds that portion of the property to the city, so it's no longer part of their property description. The city, so we're basically okay with that, but on the condition that Tractor Supply would, or, the developer, I'm not sure how that's all gonna shake out exactly, but basically, once construction is complete, they repair any damage to Eagle Lane and then the street, and then resurface it with 1.5 inches of top coat asphalt on that. And that work has to be completed before the city would issue a business license for the retail store to operate. I drafted just a short, simple development agreement that indicated that. I also included language in there that we hadn't previously discussed, but I thought would be important, would be that if for some reason they decide, oh, we're not going to develop or we're not going to do anything here, that the city could place a lien on the property to abate that. Because basically, we want to make sure that the property gets resurfaced. That's kind of, yes, we want the structure repaired, but we're not going to take it in if we just have to immediately go back and repave it or something. So as kind of a protection to the city on that. I have not heard back from that other than they were taking a look at it. I'm not sure what the status of the final settlement. I was told that it was, as far as that goes, but I would suggest that the city approve that conditioned on, resolution and acceptance of any pending litigation and the development agreement with the city as part of that. And looking at KRS 82-400, you guys just need to, we don't have to pass a special ordinance or anything. I feel like we just need to take a vote that the council is okay in directing the city that
You just
the
want us to
mayor
vote
can,
that we're okay with taking the road
that
in?
that we would approve taking the road in on condition of
The
a
road-
development agreement that it gets repaired and resurfaced when they complete work.
And so we're basically, I mean, we're gonna be changing the deed for them before they start anything? Is that what they're wanting? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, so yes, they would, when they have this
Worked out. Yeah.
potential closing worked out on all this, effectively, then the purchaser would deed that easement property to the city.
And then basically our leverage to make sure they do that is we're holding their business license.
Yeah, we're not gonna
until-
give them a business
Until they
license.
get it done.
And if they decide, oh, we're just not gonna build here, we're just gonna try and put the property up for sale, then we would be able to put a lien on the property saying, no, this is what it's gonna cost to resurface this, so that needs to get paid.
How far back will their entrance into Eagle Lane be from the main highway? Is there a setback?
That, so that, like, you mean like the stores?
Are you talking about how far back are we going?
Yeah.
Off
Yeah.
of,
How much roadway is gonna
To
be
the,
in this? Will it be very much?
what was it, Ed,
Just to the
three,
property line.
3/10?
Shouldn't be very much.
But
should
it goes back to the fence of the bus garage. It doesn't go all the way back.
Okay. Okay.
Just as far back as their property line goes.
yeah, their property line out to Lincoln Parkway, right
But
away.
they were talking about the traffic was gonna be such a problem. The school has two entrances or three entrances down through there.
Two.
Where would,
Three.
where
yeah.
would we be, where would they be in?
Theirs will be back closer to their middle entrance.
To the
Where
center
the
part.
drawings that I have seen that's been submitted to me,
Is that what they, okay.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
So there's actually four, because they got the first two are actually for the car riders.
Car
up
riders
front.
and then the
There's a
bus.
little bitty parking lot,
And
and then
then
you've
the
got the back one, which is another two.
It's the
entrances,
bus
whatever you wanna
garage.
Call it U-shape. in
Or
there.
the bus loop.
For the bus loop.
So be quite a little bit of blacktop then, wouldn't it, on this?
We're not going all the way
No,
to the back.
we're just going
To the fence line.
back to the bus garage fence.
Okay.
So, the remainder of it, I guess, belongs to school to begin with.
I mean, that goes
Yeah.
all the way through behind the football
They
field.
go, I mean,
back between the
they've
driveway.
increased that, yeah.
Huh?
They've opened that up through there from behind the football field, isn't it? I mean, they've made that an
The
opening.
buses cut through there and everything else at the end of the day. But I mean, we're only accepting it back to that,
Okay,
to
so
the bus garage property line.
be okay then.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to when things, I think everybody in the community probably wishes it would have been a little different, this whole situation, but it's important once you get to this point for the city to step in and help the school, I mean, I know, there's things said where it's county, city, and school, but it's important when things start happening, that we come together and work together to find solutions like this, that we can move forward, because I think everybody in this community would agree that TSC would be an asset to us.
Yeah.
Whether you would agree for it to be there, that may be debatable, but for them, to try to hold them up to come, I mean, this is our opportunity where we can step in and help the school a little bit, which is gonna help the community as a whole. And,
Well, right or wrong, and I can't say if this was 100% the case, but my general understanding is that the state said the school couldn't have an access off Lincoln Parkway for their school, and that just blows my mind that,
They actually,
That this-
I went out there and met with them, and they, at the time, at one of the planning and zoning meetings, they stated that the school had to pay, or the school would have had to pay for the entrance at the far end. And I worked with them several years ago, I think about 2020, during COVID, to locate sewer and water lines out there, because they were looking at it. It came down that the state was willing to pay, or federal was willing to pay to extend the car rider loop, but they weren't gonna put any money towards the new entrance, the school had to pay 100% of that, and they weren't willing to do that.
okay. I thought it was the state was basically saying, you can't have an entrance there for your school, and it's like, how can the state say that a public school can't have an entrance?
I think that's kind of in the way it's been presented, but
Yeah, okay.
Presentation.
Thank you.
So do we need to make a motion before we vote? or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
I make a motion that we vote to accept Eagle Lane into the city limits with the conditions that Josh has.
We're not accepting it into the city limits. It's already in the city limits. We're
Well,
accepting it as a city street.
Excuse me, that we accept Eagle Lane as a city street.
I'll second.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Okay,
any
question,
other-
if it's already in the city, then why do we have to accept it as a street?
Because it's
It's
private
not,
property
it's,
right
It's
now.
not a
it's
city
in the
street.
city, but it's not a city street,
Okay.
it's just an
It's
easement.
privately owned right now.
And I just wanted to make sure on that.
Okay, any other questions, discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Okay, for my report, we are getting the hotel property back.
Thank you.
So it's going to cost us a little bit of money, but we've sort of reached an agreement. Last week, we sent them a quitclaim deed to sign, but they're behind on their county taxes, so they asked that since they had invested, and they have invested money, I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think it's going to be somewhere around $5,000.
$5,000.
So, I talked it over with Josh and told him that if he would sign a quitclaim deed and send it back to us, that we would take care of the taxes. So
Once we receive the deed.
I hope, you're all okay with that. It's gonna be a whole lot cheaper than paying a bunch of legal fees.
Amen, that's good.
Yeah.
So, and actually, they were the ones that asked about us taking it back, so we were really close to, to sending a legal notice, but thank goodness we don't have to do that. We just renewed 4 CDs. Lori, kind of shopped around, and Lincoln National Bank gave us the best rate. One was for $10,599. The other one was $20,1198. The third one was $88,019.28. And the fourth one was $152,973.02, which is a total of $271,010.27. These are just money we keep back for extreme emergencies, so we,
Is there a reason why they were done in 4 separate CDs instead of combined all in one?
been that way ever since I've been here. I don't know.
I didn't know if it, because it came out of different,
It probably did at one point, but
Money.
We combined a couple
What kind of
the
rate
last
did
time
you
that we
get, Jim?
redid it.
3.9,
That's about right.
and we're compounding them, the interest, so. And the renewal will be 2/28/2028, so everybody put that on their calendar so that we'll remember, which we won't forget, they send out notices anyway. If you remember, last fall, we did a application for the state LARP program. That's the Local Assistance Road Program. I turned in 12 different streets based on their condition, which was done by Lincoln Trailhead District. Our 2 worst streets was Browns Court and Polly Avenue. Those 2 streets were accepted. We're going to get $13,400 for each, so a total of $26,800 to pave both of those streets. So I know people probably might say, well, why didn't they pave my street? But these were totally based on the condition of the streets. So we'll be able to pave those streets, and it won't cost us anything. The next thing is I want to address some of these Facebook rants. So all of y'all know I'm not on Facebook, but I, have people that tell me there are not going to be any flock cameras. So get off of that. If you're really passionate about flock cameras, E-Town's got plenty, you can go over and get on their case. Bardstown's got them, Bowling Green's got them.
Okay, I don't know, what is a flock camera?
It's the license plate reader, basically.
James talked about it a couple months ago.
It's a camera, but it's tied into law enforcement. James had mentioned them, but we are definitely not doing any flock cameras. Louisville has 240 of them, so get on somebody else's case, get off our case, because they're not going to be any. And for the person that keeps putting that on there, if you want an interview with the police chief and myself, we'll be glad to come out here. We'll have a face-to-face meeting anytime that you would like to. And the person that keeps getting on us about infrastructure, let me give you a little bit of data. So, as previously reported, we had $49,000 left from a cleaner water grant. It's being used to do a rate study and model our water system. We're finishing up a $1.2 million project at the sewer plant. We have a $1 million EPA grant that's being used to do flow monitoring and lift station assessments, correcting utility maps, and future project designs. We need to do, you were asking about the valves at the dam. That's a $90,000 project that's going to have to be done here pretty soon. That's the three basically flush valves on the dam. The three filter basins at the water plant are due for a major renovation this year, sometime this year, at a cost of $475,000. The three raw water pumps are due for maintenance soon, cost $25,000 plus. In case anybody can't do the math on that, that's $2,839,000 that we'll be spending over the next 3 to 4 year period. So, and these projects don't just fall out of the sky. You don't even do major repair without having an engineer involved. You got to get an engineering company to come in. They have to do a study. They have to design. That's what some of this money is being spent for. So to say that we never spend money on our infrastructure, you can get off that horse too and move on. Do you want to say something?
On that note, the project that we're finishing up at the sewer plant, that started under Kenny DeBoer 9 years ago. We can't just draw it up and do it immediately. Every bit of this takes time with the state approval, the engineers, and everything else. So we've been working on this for over 9 years. We can't just up and do it. I mean, everything's a process on this.
Speed bumps. Most of the speed bumps, I don't know if we put any new speed bumps in since I've been mayor? Can you remember?
Yes. Up there on, is it Williams Avenue?
It might be, but the majority of speed bumps were here when I became mayor. The speed bump on West Main Street was here when I became mayor. We did take it, when we had to do some patching down there, we took it down.
We actually removed the one since you've been mayor that was up closer to the post office.
And
We removed the big one over there on College Street also.
the one that's down there now, whoever the person is, thinks that I had that put there because I don't know what it has to do with my business, but I do not have a walk-in business, so I have no idea what they're talking about, but that speed bump has been there for years. When we paved the the asphalt plant shut down, that's why it didn't get put back until this spring. And actually, right now, we currently have requests to put speed bumps on 3 new streets. And if we do that, I'll bring it before the council, and you all can decide whether we put them on there. But it'll be probably this fall before we do any paving. And to the person or persons that has complained that the city spends too much money on the flowers and decorations on the square, all of what you see growing down there right now have been paid for by Roxanne and myself with a generous donation from Lee's Garden Center. So none of that has cost the city a penny. I don't know if there's any new rants or not, but that's addressing some of those. So that's all I have on my report. Floor is open to anybody that's got a question or
I
comment.
have a question. Have you made any decisions, or has anything moved forward on the old City Hall building?
Not yet, no.
Are we still in talks of possibility for other entities to?
Hadn't been any movement on it yet.
Well, 'cause the old courthouse in E-Town, you know, they're renovating that for a boutique hotel,
Right.
so.
And we did pursue that with some different entities, but we couldn't get any interest in it. We may probably, by the next meeting, we may go ahead and declare it surplus property, and then we can proceed with trying to sell it.
You know, just to piggyback off what Jim said, you know, real change happens when conversations are had face to face. This Facebook stuff with these groups of, that you don't know who they are. If you want to make a difference in this community, you're going to have to speak up and come to a meeting and be part of a positive impact. Facebook groups like that are not going to create change, especially not any positive change. You know, there's a month left to file for city council. You know, if you want to make a change or be part of something, file for city council. And I would also say that if you're filing or doing anything because you're upset, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. This city needs people to step up for the right reasons and be part of solutions and not problems on Facebook. So, you know, have fun with your Facebook groups if that's what you want to do. But the rest of us are out here trying to make a difference, having conversations, face-to-face with people. And I would encourage you to do the same. I hope that's all right, Jim, but I just, you know.
That's what we're here for.
Real things happen when real people have real conversations, you know. And you gotta step up, not when you're upset, you know. You know, if you wanna be upset, you better remember that if you get in a position, you're gonna have to do that job, whatever it is. So, I'd love to see 100 people put in for city council, so that I wouldn't have to sit up here, you know, and do it, because I really got other things I would like to be doing. But nobody wants to get involved. I mean, look around at us, you know. I mean, and thank goodness for these 6 people here that want to do something and be a part of something. And you
It's
hear
not
me?
for the pay.
It's not for the pay. It's not for the $140, is it?
Yeah, no,
You
not at
know?
all.
And you hear me talk about how, you know, if you look around, and I don't want to come off as a slight against older people, but look at our council, we're older, you know. Now,
You're the baby.
well, yeah, and I would argue that the oldest one is the most valuable, Rita is the most valuable person we have on our council, and she's the oldest, I think.
Been around long enough to know what's happened for
But
50
Rita's
years.
not gonna be here one day to watch our books.
Right.
So if
Ryan,
people
it's my
wanna have a
legal
make a
opinion that I
difference.
would not make any type of comment about a lady's age.
Well, we're not gonna have Rita to watch our books.
Just some
one day.
advice.
That's all right.
I would just encourage people to get
have no
involved for the
qualms
right
about
reasons.
age. I'm just thankful to, I've made it this far.
I just, you know,
All right.
But I know what you're
I
saying.
know what you're saying.
I'm trying to cultivate some of the younger people that I know to step up and move into some of these slots. But they've got to have the desire to make things better,
That's right.
not just show up.
That's
And
right.
that's what worries me the most. Do we care enough about our community to make it better? And that's what I've been trying to do for 50 years. I don't know that I've helped at all, but I've been trying the best I know how.
I think you've done
And
just
that's the thing of it. We've got the most valuable real estate in the state of Kentucky. We've got Abraham Lincoln, and everybody, I don't know, 34 different countries, and how many, I guess every state has been here to visit Abraham Lincoln. Think about that, you all. I mean, if we got the majority of the people who visit the birthplace to come downtown and have a hamburger and buy some fudge and go to the museum and buy some gas as they go through, think of what that would do for our businesses. And that's my idea of growth for Hodgenville. Bring your people in to visit and share with them, and then we don't have to educate their children. We don't have to worry about anything else other than just making them happy while they're here. And we've done that with groups from the boat and people that visit by bus loads. And they always say, you're all very hospitable, and we've enjoyed it. And I don't know how many teachers we've had to visit us. And I wish that the schools could get back like they were at the very beginning, that they bought bus loads of children so that they could love Mr. Lincoln like we do. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. But anyway, love LaRue County, love Kentucky. We're very fortunate.
Hey, it beats Kansas. I don't know, though, the way the wind keeps blowing here, I think it might be a tie for Kansas.
No dinner for you.
Yeah, well, guys, we're on Facebook Live and there's a reporter in the
But it's
Okay, any other? Derek, I'm sure you got something to say.
I definitely have something to say, and I'm not gonna quit saying it, so get used to seeing me.
Hey, I love seeing you. Come back every time.
Yeah, it don't seem like it when I get, looks down on when I walk in, or, oh, God, it's here.
Who looked down on you?
Huh?
Who's looking down on
We
you?
ain't gonna play it. I ain't gonna play it.
Okay, say what you gotta say. Let's get this over
When's
with.
the election coming up? Because I was told 2 years. When's the next election?
November.
November, okay. As long as the people at home know that it's in November. Y'all, talk about transparency. You sent me the letter saying that there was 6 months of video that was missing. Okay, there's 6 months video missing. It's crazy to me that there's 6 months video missing where something was said at the meeting. Now, does anybody here remember what was said at the meeting that I'm talking about? Because it was somebody talking about Facebook posts on videos and pictures of somebody in their underwear.
I don't know, I'm not on Facebook, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you was in the meeting. You was in that meeting.
I do not remember what you're even talking about.
Well, what I'm talking about is the videos that was missing, the 6 months worth of videos that was missing where something was said, because what's wrote down on that piece of paper and what I get and everything else is about 3 minutes worth of reading.
Okay.
3 minutes worth of reading.
You're a quick
And that's
reader.
all. This goes on for what, an hour? Let's just shoot it out.
We don't have the videos.
I know you don't have
Facebook
the
dumped
video.
all of that. We can't help that.
I understand.
So what do you
that.
want us to do?
What I want you to do is do the right thing and worry about the people in the community. For instance, how many lawsuits are going on right now in the city? Well,
One.
Against
One.
one lawsuit going against HPD?
Yes,
Okay,
one?
so it takes more and more and more, because that's taxpayers' money. That's not your money, that's not her money, that's our money that is
Okay,
going out.
and what's your point?
My point is, if you've got a cop like that, in that situation.
One lawsuit?
One lawsuit, one life, one this, one that. No, hurting somebody is hurting somebody.
Okay.
Period. And if that ain't what you're here to do, then step aside. It's that easy.
that
That
hurt,
simple.
is that hurting you? Are you being hurt?
I've been hurt, yes. If this 6 months worth of video hadn't disappeared, we'd already be long.
So are you
before.
saying we made it go away?
It's awful weird that videos start coming up missing.
Do
when
you post on
somebody-
Facebook all the time. Is your stuff still on there?
Yeah,
You can go back and find something that happened 2 years ago.
yes, if it's in my category.
Okay,
and in
well,
my videos,
I don't know how it works, but ours is gone. It was dumped by Facebook.
Facebook dumps it after a year.
So-
Or after 2 years, but you have 2 years that you could have already seen the problem. You could have already fixed the problem.
The problem
Okay,
is we didn't know that it didn't save to the computer.
Then that seems to me like it's somebody else's fault.
Mine, I told
Okay.
you, I was the one that was trying to save it to the computer and obviously didn't do something right.
Well, then it falls back on you, but also falls back on you. Are you not her boss?
I am.
Okay, so what are we gonna do about that scenario?
That's water under the bridge. There's nothing I can do about
It's
it.
not water
Wait a
under the
second,
bridge
Derek.
when it continuously happens to people.
Let me say this, Derek. Do we have to video it? We
No.
have to keep minutes. We have to let the public know 24 hours in advance that we're having a meeting, correct?
Correct.
We have to publish it in the paper or the radio, right? So we
Correct.
do not have to video
We do
these
not.
meetings.
No.
Derek, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Because the videos are not here, doesn't mean anything against the city of Hodgenville, because we did not have to have them videoed in the first place.
No kidding. That's why I'm coming to video now for myself.
Okay.
Because I can do that. But what I'm saying is you speak on transparency. Everybody speaks on transparency and transparency and transparency. And there's videos before that 6 months and there's videos after that 6 months. It's just wild how 6 months of video.
There are no videos after that 6 months. This is the first time we've been back on Facebook.
No, there are videos after that 6 months.
So there's no other recordings of any other meetings?
No.
Okay.
There are not any
I guess
recordings
that
of
would
any
be
other
mine.
meetings on Facebook. The 6 month time period that we are talking is the 6 months from when Daniel went on medical leave to when Daniel quit and we hired Zach. Where I was trying to put the meetings on Facebook Live and save the meetings and do all of the things as one person. They were not saved. I didn't save them right. I thought I was doing it the way that I was taught to do it, but apparently I didn't click something right or somebody else tried to do it for me. It just didn't save. They're not there. We've searched every hard drive we have. We've got out the hard drive where the meeting minutes are or the meeting videos are. They're not on Facebook anymore. I didn't know they were deleted off Facebook after 2 years. Had no clue. I don't do Facebook Lives.
I'm still looking for the videos myself. I mean, I've got them somewhere recorded on another phone or something. I'm trying to find them. When I
Oh,
find
you
them,
can't
I'm
find
gonna-
them?
Huh?
You can't find them?
No, but that's the thing. I shouldn't have to find them. You should hold people accountable for what they're doing that hurts people to begin with. That's why you're the mayor. That's why people voted you in. But if you can't, if you just say this is just one person, what happens when it's two people? What happens when it's three? What happens when it's four? Or what happens when something worse, completely worse happens? What happens when somebody's life is taken over something stupid that should have never happened? I
Okay.
mean, you sit here and you talk about worrying about people and worrying about the better of the community. One lawsuit, as of right now, I don't know how the rest of the phone calls are gonna go. But, and I can't even have a phone call or have a conversation with you.
You
because
can
just
come in
blow-
here
you blow
any day
stuff
you
off.
want.
You blow stuff off, Jim. I call you and it's, oh, yeah, okay, well, he's.
You haven't even called me on the telephone in, how long has it been, 2 or 3 months?
That's because I gave up on coming to you over things.
Well, you just need to march in here and have a face-to-face conversation with me.
All right? I guess I can try to make time in my busy schedule because I work 60 hours a week.
Oh,
trying to do
well,
it. And,
good
yeah,
for
I
you.
come
You're a
down here for
productive
free.
citizen.
So I come down here for free and we talk about citizens and these Facebook warriors and everything else. I'm no Facebook warrior. If I have a problem, I've always came straight to the source.
Okay, good.
Okay? So from here on out, we can have face-to-face personal meetings.
You can come in here anytime you want.
Okay, there ain't gonna be, no, he's on the line, or he's on the other line, he's in a
If
meeting.
my
if
truck's
you-
out here, you can come in.
Okay.
You can't miss
I
that
mean,
red truck.
there is nothing that we can do about the fact that sometimes you come in when we're out of the office doing things.
That's
If you
understandable.
don't have a
I
set,
ain't saying y'all gotta be here all the time, every day, all day.
if you
But
don't
what I'm
have a
saying
set
is-
meeting,
What I'm saying is, one lawsuit, or one person getting in trouble that shouldn't have ever been in trouble, that's one too many. That's two too many.
Okay?
If your number one goal is out here to make a better community and help people, then just because you got a police chief that, in my opinion, does not help anybody.
That's one opinion.
There's a lot more opinions behind that, I promise you.
Election's in November,
Well,
so,
that's what we're working on. That's what
yeah.
we're
Do
working
you
on.
even live in Hodgenville?
It doesn't matter where I live. There's a Fourth Amendment for that.
Well, I'm not talking about what you say, but you're not a voting member of City of Hodgenville.
How do you know that? Hey,
Well, did you answer my question? Do you live in the City of Hodgenville?
where I live has nothing to do with it.
Okay, all right, so what else have you got?
I mean, you've got to know the laws
What?
and how the laws work and everything else. Just like you telling me that I can't record in City Hall, or.
I didn't tell
somebody-
you that.
she
Okay,
asked
I've
you not
got
to
that
record
on
the
record.
juvenile.
I've got that on record.
You did
say
not
say I
talk
could
to me.
record in here, but you said I shouldn't, or I can't record a juvenile. First
Juvenile.
off, I'm never trying to record a juvenile. Second off,
okay.
there is no expectation of privacy in public. This is a public place.
Okay. What else you got?
That's all I got for now. So it's in October.
November.
November. All right?
How many times have we said that tonight? 5, 6,
That's
November,
all I need.
the 11th month.
Got you.
Okay, any other comments, questions? Okay, Lisa,
I make a motion to adjourn.
all in favor, say aye. Thank you all for coming and having some productive suggestions and helpful comments.